This is it, people, the big one. It's about time that we created Chef Ebbers here his dream menu from 13 really quite vague and dubious questions, but we will use the answers to steer us in a direction to create your dream menu. So Ebbers, are you ready for some questions?
Yep, I think it's fair. I always sit on the fence. So now it's A or B.
Moist or dry?
Moist.
Plastic or bamboo?
Bamboo.
Soy or Worcestershire?
Soy.
Cabbage or steak?
Steak?
Laces or slip-ons?
Definitely slip-ons.
Love a pair of Toms. Rubbing or grinding?
Grinding.
Glasses or blindfolds?
Glasses, obviously.
Jazz or smash metal?
Smooth jazz.
Red or green?
Ooh, red.
Vimto or Ribena?
Can't even remember what's in Vimto. Ribena.
Flour or flour? Flour the ingredient or flour the... that looks pretty. Smells
The latter.
lovely.
I like floral things.
Okay. Barry or Janice?
Barry, I've known him longer.
That's offensive. Burnt or boiled?
Boiled.
I think we have everything we need.
Cryptic.
Wow.
This is a lot of food.
It's a lot of food.
What is on the menu?
So starter, we're going jellified consomme with some beef tartare, bamboo shoots, some different types of soy, and some caviar, because Ben. And then we're going a surf and turf for the main course. We're doing some pan-fried sole, stuffed pig's trotters, braised lentils, a bit of red wine and some spring greens from the allotment. Ben. And then dessert, he's really, pigeonholed us with just saying he likes Ribena. So we're doing blackcurrant, and some of Barry's favourite fennel pollen as a panna cotta.
With croissants.
With croissant.
Nice.
Should I clarify
Yeah, you'll clarify
Clarify stock.
Yeah, you ever done one before?
Well, I just need to double check what it is.
So I'm starting with the panna cotta for the dessert. So I'm toasting off some fennel pollen. One of Ben's answers was flour, hence the pollen. And he picked Barry. And we thought fennel pollen was pretentious.
All right, Jay, we're going to go in with egg whites, venison, hard herbs, ginger, some coriander, star anise, peppercorns, long pepper, and some shallot. We're going to whip this up into what looks like a raw meat paste, whisk it in, and then turn the heat down to medium. Once it's whisked in, we're going to let the proteins coagulate around all the impurities. So once it starts to simmer, we're going to pull it to the side.
Yep.
And then we'll strain it through this after about 5 minutes.
Lovely.
Okay. So now the fennel pollen is toasted off, in with double cream. All of it.
Yep.
Let's hope.
Yeah, I hope so. Yes, all of it, please.
Adding sugar to sweeten it to taste.
He has one attempt at that. Do you want to do a beef tartare?
Yes.
You seem like the man of steak.
That's fine.
Yeah, so we've got a lovely bit of fillet, and we're going to season it with a tiny bit of eel through it as well.
Oh, okay.
Because he said glasses, and glasses help him see.
And eel comes from the sea.
Yeah.
You can see exactly how dubious these are.
It's also glazed in soy.
So this is unagi.
Unagi.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to use a lot of soy. I'm going to use some soy as well. Do you remember this?
Aged, really
The
lovely
25-year
aged
aged, maybe pretentious soy. Pretentious because he chose Barry.
stuff. What that's about.
Yeah. So we're going to make it aioli.
Lovely.
Okay, pull through, but I'm going to make it because
I can't make it. No.
the reason James can't make it is he uses egg yolk.
Yeah.
You need to use whole egg and egg yolk.
Split, split, split.
Soak gelatin leaves in, whisk, 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 stir, 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 dissolve, dissolve, dissolve.
Nice, thick, viscous, can hold it over your head.
It worked. It just worked. So annoying.
Very delicate soy flavour. We'll add some, I think, mirin and a bit of smoked soy to that.
Let that cool off a little bit, and then it's going in the fridge.
Boys, I think this is the biggest dream menu that we've done.
It would be really nice to wow him.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
we're genuinely trying to make this as amazing as we possibly can.
I was going to lay this up so it's ready for you to cut.
Lovely.
I'll be your sous chef.
Thank you.
Because ours has deserted us, it seems. He obviously doesn't care about it, Ben, does he?
Cushy Bear, what's next for me? What
So
would you like me
I
to
think
do?
you should stay on the dessert while you're there. Basically use that whole tray of ingredients and some sugar to make blackcurrant coulis, a blackcurrant sauce, something with hibiscus in it. UK caviar.
Ooh,
So Ben loves being seasonal and local. We know he likes the finer things in life now and again. So why not use some British caviar?
Excellent.
All of that into there. The capers, keep it classical. And then with me, we'll season it up, okay?
Lovely.
Boiled sticky rice, because he chose boiled. And I'm gonna season that with some mirin and some yuzu ponzu and some furikake. We're really leaning into the country of his love.
Lovely.
Maybe not authentic, but delicious, yes.
So I'm going to start by stewing off some blackcurrants and some sugar. We've got some hibiscus, which tastes amazing. So if I can come up with a lovely blackcurranty and hibiscus sauce with possibly some whole blackcurrants in it as well to garnish and put on the top of the panna cotta, I think that's a winner.
What I'm gonna do is push down on the raft, and hopefully what comes out the bottom is
Clear.
crystal clear.
You've made a consomme.
He's made a consomme.
I made a consomme.
And why are we doing consomme?
I usually just consume rather than consomme.
Yeah, or consommate. Yeah. Consomme, because he chose glasses, they help him see clearly.
Yeah,
Consomme, it's clear. While that's warm, I'm going to whip some gelatin into it and then set it onto a plate, similar to the panna cotta.
Yep.
So he's going to start with jelly and end with jelly, like every good meal. Happy? Do you think it needs a bit of fresh herbiness?
Does need a bit of something.
Do you think a bit of very finely chopped shiso leaf going for green will help?
Yes,
There
that
you
would
go.
help.
Head chef, blackcurrant and hibiscus coulis.
Is it?
Ooh, it's tart, but
It
then
is.
the panna cotta is sweet.
We are tasting it warm, then I'm going to serve it cold.
Yeah.
So I'd leave it there, get it in the fridge or the freezer. We'll come back to it later.
That was neither positive nor negative feedback.
I think you should make a tweel. So serrated knife, cut it as fine as possible.
Wait.
You want to see the layers?
Oh my God.
Lightly sugar it and bake it in the oven.
Yeah.
Maybe just pan fry it. Maybe
Yeah,
toast
yeah.
it in a dry pan and sugar it lightly.
Great. Really thin.
As thin as you can go without destroying it, yes. I would like you to talk about the pig's trotter.
Okay. Now, one of the answers Ben gave was slip-on. And now, there are lots of different interpretations of this, and Ben would probably go in a very different direction.
Banana.
But we decided slip-on is a shoe. It's comfortable. It goes on your feet. What is another word for foot? Trotter. So, we've got pig's trotter.
I, on the other hand, are going to make a summer squash puree because he chose grinding and jazz. So grinding, to grind, puree, blitz, same thing, and jazz, smooth. So a nice smooth ground puree.
I'd love to say this is not my first time de-jellifying a pig's trotter, but it is.
So these are going to go under the pan roast sole, the sole coming from slip-on, but also glasses, because it's from the sea. We've got some red wine, and we're going to reduce that down together and fold through these absolutely stunning Spanish lentils, because he loves things in jars, doesn't he?
Loves a jar.
Loves a jar, loves a store cupboard.
Yep.
So we've got some cooked lentils.
And he loves a story.
Loves a story.
How many twills would you like, chef?
Ooh! 3 twills.
3.
In total, perfect, please. Wine. Stock. Lovely lentils. Put the water in. He loves that hack. That looks absolutely banging. Do 5 more of this.
Yep.
And then we'll dice some up and fold it through the lentils.
Okay.
So double pork. This has been fully boned out, stuffed with a fast raw sausage meat, and then steamed for a very long time, hence the jelly's come out of it, and it's cooked the sausage.
Wow.
And bought it from an Italian deli.
It's delicious.
Delicious. Yes.
Really lovely spice.
Really delicate. So lovely Dover sole here. Keep it luxury. Little trick with Dover sole, Jay, to get a thicker portion, because we're not cooking on the bone. We'll make 2 little slits, and we're going to make it nice and thick. This way you can roast it harder. It's coming together. How are you doing, Michael?
Yeah, good.
Yeah? Confident?
Yeah.
Yeah? We're doing really well. Oh, Michael, more blackcurrant.
Creme de cassis.
Yeah.
Blackcurrant liqueur.
Liqueur usually goes in.
Who's doing a drink?
Well, we can make him a little drink. Do you want to do a little blackcurrant sparkle on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, do a little blackcurrant sparkle on the side. We'll pair the whole menu.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So do a minty cassis fizz, a bit like a Key Royale.
Do we have sparkling wine?
We've got a magnum of sparkling wine, and we've got some sparkling wine in the fridge.
Hang on a
right
second.
ahead.
Whoa.
Perfect.
We're going.
This can't be a dream menu for Ebbers if we're not already drinking whilst we're cooking. we have done this wrong.
I'll sort that out.
Why did we all jump when we knew that was going to happen?
Because I didn't know where it was going.
No, I didn't think it'd be that quick.
So I've somehow managed to distract both boys with making cocktails, and I'll get on with the cooking. That's what happens, right?
Cocktail to pair with starter. What we've got is some yuzu and elderflower sake spritz. We've got some nigori, which is like a cloudy sake. I think that's going to be a really lovely story to tell with the steak tartare and the soy. I'm just going to mix things up.
And then main course, we're like a classic red wine, nice, go French.
Peel off seal and lift off green cap. That's blue.
What was green?
That's a green cap.
Fine, yeah, that's
Right,
done. Yeah,
fine.
next.
Push down the centre. Wait. Did it.
You did it. Got a lovely, very smooth ground puree.
So, let's make Ebbers a wine pairing to go with his dessert. So I've got loads of mint, I've got some basil, some Prosecco, hibiscus syrup, and obviously a bay leaf, because he loves them so much. Let's get a hibiscus flower in here.
I could do with some elderflower.
I'm going to make that again and add some elderflower in.
Yeah. Right, lentils are done. Jay, nice and silky lentils.
Yep. Did you add our dice of...
I've added the dice of pig's
Lovely.
foot because he likes moist, doesn't he?
He does.
He did select moist.
He did select moist.
So we have moist boiled lentils. Right, I think we're nearly there, boys.
Do you want to try that?
That's delicious.
Great!
I've got a strawberry gin, look here.
I'll put, yeah, strawberry gin, his dream. Right, I'm gonna fry the sole, get rid of the plate up. I'm gonna cook the greens in the microwave really, really quickly, just steam them through in their own juice. A bit of salt and oil. What do you say to that, Jay?
Oh, it's looking lovely, lovely and crispy.
Take the fish out to rest. Can we plate the main course up?
Let's plate the main course up.
Yeah.
Looking good.
More puree. We're done.
Ebbers!
Welcome to your dream menu.
Already excited.
Lift the cloche on your starter.
Ooh. Well, instantly I get a waft of a cuisine I like. Oh, I wasn't expecting to be jelly. It smelled very Japanese.
Ebbs, you are correct. What you have is a consommé jelly, bamboo shoot and steak tartare, 25-year aged soy aioli, edamame, barbecue eel, sticky rice, shiso, and caviar. It's served with a sake, yuzu, and strawberry gin cocktail with shiso.
That's a bit of me. Hashtag plug.
Hashtag plug. Dreams come true.
Dreams do come true.
Consommé jelly there. Obviously, you answered things like glasses, which are clear, and so we wanted to give you a consommé. Moist, we wanted to make sure we got in there, and
It's very moist.
boiled, which is what the stock had to do before we were able to.
And the rice, I
reduce it
imagine.
down. Barry was one of your answers, which is quite pretentious, and pretentious is a 25-year aged soy sauce. You also asked for jazz, which is very smooth, and so that aioli is also very smooth.
As is that drink.
As is the drink. Barbecue eel, because it's from the sea,
You use your glasses.
which you use your glasses to do.
Oh, the eel's chopped up in here. Lovely.
Yeah, he's not listening.
No, he's not paying. He's just eating.
And the caviar is pretentious, Barry, and comes from the sea. Glasses.
It's one of those dishes we don't normally see on the channel because it's quite carefully constructed and it's not overpowering in any one thing. It's just lovely and smooth and homogeneous.
We actually tried really hard.
We tried really hard.
Really hard.
Well, starter down.
Start down.
The end of each of these.
Oh, it's more than one.
Oh, this is a starter.
Oh
This
my
is just a
goodness, it
starter.
is literally a dream I don't want to end.
Yeah. But before we move on, can you rate this out of 10?
I think that is a really solid start. It is very me. It's been well executed. 8.5 out of 10.
Better than
Well done,
average.
Jay.
Yeah.
You've done well there.
I normally give everything 7 to 7.5 out of 10 and
Yeah,
pass
we're
it on.
going for
so,
bigger.
So
Yeah.
this is bigger and better.
Yeah.
Lovely. Do you like a main course?
Yeah,
You look excited already because there's wine.
that's wine.
Yeah. Would you like to lift the cloche?
Ooh.
So we have here pan roast sole, because you said slip on, which is shoes, and also the sea, and glasses, because of the sea. Seasonal vegetables. Then we've also got some stuffed pig's trotters, which are slip on, shoes go on feet, another name for foot, trotter.
Christ.
We have a summer squash puree, which has been ground, because you said grinding, and it's smooth and multiple layers like jazz. And then a bit of crunch from some micro croutons, because why not?
I'm getting a lot going on here, and it's quite unusual to put something as robust as trotter with something as delicate as sole, but it works. Again, it's a generous portion, and you see a plate with white fish and summer vegetables, and you don't really think red wine, but with the pig's trotter and the lentils and the light red, also a great pairing.
So you like it?
I do like it. It's all very well cooked. It's got good crunch. Pig's trotter. I do like that. 8.4.
Oh, I'll take that though. That's good.
That's good.
I mean, not as good as a starter.
Oh, I know. You really
As in,
excelled there, Jay.
both delicious. I couldn't give it the same. So I had to go a fraction of a percent less.
Well, some would say the only way is downhill. Would you like dessert?
There's still more to come.
Okay, Ebbers, lift the cloche on
That's
your
a
dessert.
mic measure of a pour if ever I've seen one.
Yep. What you have here is a fennel pollen panna cotta with macerated blackcurrants and hibiscus coulis and croissant tuiles.
It looks beautiful. And like the other two courses, one to share. That's the biggest panna cotta I've ever seen
One
in my
to
life.
share. So the fennel pollen we thought sounded pretty pretentious. You answered Barry. You also answered Ribena. So we've used blackcurrants throughout.
Perfect. It's a nice set on the panna cotta, and it is very floral, I guess, from the pollen, which leans into kind of summer garden, balcony allotment growing stuff, and again, tickles my fancy.
And you just say flower.
You did say
With a
flower.
W.
Your cocktail is cassis, hibiscus syrup, sparkling wine, mint and basil.
I feel like this is a great, stick it in the middle of the table, dinner party share. It's especially after the feast that I've been awarded for my dream, a lot of it, but it's absolutely delicious, and I do kind of keep wanting to go back for more. What's difficult is I think this is like an 8.7, but it's my least favourite pairing, so I think it brings it down to an 8.6.
Great.
It's still the highest, right?
Yeah.
Boys, all in all, top notch, very much my style of cooking, and even though that's three very different styles, they all lean into me.
Would you say that we've got close to a dream menu for you?
I mean, it's like a lucid dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I like it.
Well done, well done, well done, well done.
Well done.
You're up next, mate.
Ooh,
Better ask you some questions.
Nice high bar, guys.
If you enjoyed that video, make sure you give it a like and comment down below with some questions that we could ask Kush to unlock his dream menu next time.
And maybe which chefs we should bring in to cook as well.